matchup on this Thursday night. It's the UTSA Roadrunners and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Owls head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement.
The give to the back. Maybe a crease. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They'll go right back to it. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job on the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted, number 19. He's knocked down. What a play to come up with. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And it looks as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem, and QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw again. Rushes on him. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Messer. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. What a grab with one hand.
Nothing you can do about that on defense. That's just an outstanding one-handed grab by the tight end.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Got the quick pass. There is nowhere to go. He is... First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Messer. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. All wideouts, no backs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Unloads to the right. Finds his man. It's Holloway. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached a break, and it's UTSA on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. On the run, it's Bernard. Makes it past the marker. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Gets rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Quickly complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows. Coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's Messer. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Buys a little time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking its coverage. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Not a chance. Missed it. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. A really nice job methodically driving down the field. The last time they had it, but the missed field might have a chance. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. To the ground, he's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the run, it's Bernard. Just sledge. his way down to the 33.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force-feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Mark him down right there, but he's got plenty for the first down and to keep this drive moving. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he short. Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the delay, it's Bernard. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. So now it's second and long. He's got it again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, he drops to throw. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on second and 10. Back to pass. This time it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Owls kept this drive moving. down, now back to work. Off play action on first down. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He just wisely got rid of that when the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll leave it with the lone back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with a running game on 3rd down? Trying to punch it in. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. The lead up to 5 in the 2nd quarter.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
And the Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Bernard. Got a little grass. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude, Tote McPhilly. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give. Got maybe a yard. 3rd down and 9 coming.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the one.
Makes a grab and room to run. All the way. Touchdown, Owls. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll start this drive going to the air. The short hand, it's Messer. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Just keep slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Henry. Makes the grab, defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over him.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Off play action. Looking for the score. Caught. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Right back to him on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll keep it on the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit concerned.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Moving out to the right. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Makes the grab. It's Messer. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Roadrunners. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Catch in the middle, it's Henry. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw again. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
An offense has practiced this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that. They stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Garcia. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, he makes the catch. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Ford Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. From the red zone, looking for a space. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a catch. They will score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
There's no mercy.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Henry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Owls can really attack on this second and short. Looking for room. It's Farrell. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance.
Could be an alley. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Got some room.